Hey everyone, today's June 25th, 2025. Hope all of you are having a great day today and welcome back to the Humble Gent YouTube channel. Today we're doing an unboxing and first impressions of a watch that I thought I would never own. It was a watch I wasn't the biggest fan of, not because of the watch itself, but because how popular it was. Every watch collector had to have one in their collection, and wearing this for the last few days, I understand the hype. It is an excellent watch. Today I'm doing an unboxing and first impressions of an Omega watch, the Omega Speedmaster Professional Hesalite. If you did watch my previous video, I did explain that I did purchase two Speedmasters this month. The first Speedmaster was the Speedmaster Racing, the 40mm one that was discontinued in 2018. It is a beautiful watch with those yellow accents. I absolutely love how it fits on my 7-inch wrist. And honestly, I didn't know I was getting the Professional 3 days after I purchased the Racing. I got this watch from an absolute steal, and wearing this for the last few days, I fell in love. I do love the Speedmaster Racing. The 40mm one is great with the yellow accents and that beautiful gray dial, but I don't need that and the Speedmaster Professional in the same collection. So I am selling the Speedmaster Racing, gonna keep the Professional. And before we get this unboxing started, let's do a quick wrist check. And the watch I'm wearing right now is a brand new watch I just got the other day. And this is my second Zin watch I ever owned. This is the Sin U50, and this has the tegmented bezel. And it is a beautiful watch. I love the H-links on the bracelet. It's really high quality, and look how beautiful that dial is. The anti-reflective coating is so good on this watch. In different lighting, you can't tell there's a crystal there. Honestly, it is insane. There will be an unboxing and first impressions video coming up really soon for this watch. Alright, let's get this unboxing going here. And this is another big Omega box. And I like that this one is special for the Speedmaster here. You have the black outer box, and inside you have the special Speedmaster box, the new modern one, which looks honestly great. So here on the side you have the standard operating manual right here, and I believe underneath here, if you pull this little tab, really cool, you get this little booklet here, and this goes all over the moon stuff for this watch. There's Omega Speedmaster Legendary Moonwatch, because it has different pictures of different Speedmasters throughout the generations here. Really nice photos here. It says the first Speedmaster in space. It gives dates and all the history throughout and all the significance of the Omega Speedmaster. And that's why I love Omega's boxing and everything you get with this. It's a whole experience. And now let's get to the box itself, which is honestly really cool. Take a look at that. It's like a NASA briefcase type thing. Really cool. You have some Velcro down here with the straps to open it up. You get the Omega logo, Omega Speedmaster Professional. Really beautiful box here. Let's get this open. Wow, and look at that. Presentation is great. Really high quality box here. And of course you have the Omega Speedmaster Hesalite here. Don't get me wrong, the sapphire is nice. Having the sapphire display case back is really nice, especially for a chronograph. But I like the Hesalite. I love the warm look you get on the dial. It really is an awesome watch. This really goes back to the original Omega Speedmaster. And inside, underneath here, you have the warranty card, and you get the standard Omega travel pouch. This is cool because it says Speedmaster in black here. I have a bunch of these that are in red, but I like that this is a specific Speedmaster one, which is really nice. Hands down, Omega has the best unboxing experience. I love how this looks. It makes it seem like you are opening something special, which you absolutely are. You're paying this much money for a watch, you expect this kind of quality of unboxing, and honestly, Omega definitely kills it in that department. Alright, and here it is, the Omega Speedmaster Professional Hesalite, and it is a beautiful watch. Love this modern version of this watch. The previous ones I honestly wasn't the biggest fan of, to be honest. I love the case profile of the new ones. It does look more of a vintage styling to it compared to the previous generation. It's nice and slim, which I like. The lug to lug is like 47mm, I believe, very thin, and the lug's also curved down. Even though it's 42mm, it fits really good on my wrist and a huge variety of wrist sizes, even smaller. And just so you guys know, this is not the OEM bracelet. This is an Uncle Seiko bracelet that does mimic the Speedmaster bracelet. As you can see there, it has the U for Uncle Seiko. When I bought this, it came with this strap right here, this Omega sailcloth strap, which is extremely high quality. I've been swapping this with the bracelet back to the sailcloth, both very nice. And I also got an awesome extra goodie here. I also got this Omega branded NATO strap. It's a Bond style NATO strap that is really high quality, and I did put this on the Speedmaster the other day. I'll put a picture of how that looks right now. And as you can see, the Speedmaster looks phenomenal on the NATO strap. I didn't think it was gonna look good, but it looks really great. And take a look at the watch here before we get into the specs and dimensions here. It's just a really nice proportioned watch. And the previous generation was not like this. I wasn't a fan of the bracelet. I wasn't a fan of the case style. This newer generation Speedmaster, the case, like I said, it's more vintage styling to it. It's nice and thin, compact. It feels great. It's more comfortable on wrist. I did try the previous generation Speedmaster a bunch of times, and I just didn't like how it felt on wrist. It felt a lot heavier, a lot more top heavy. This is definitely a more balanced watch all around. It feels great on wrist, and it just looks better. The dial looks better, it looks more proportional all around. Look at those sub dials, they're extremely high quality. And let's start this chronograph here. Nice and smooth, absolutely beautiful chronograph. I was never the biggest chronograph guy. It wasn't anything too personal against the Speedmaster itself. I just wasn't the biggest chronograph guy until recently, and I needed to get the Speedy because I wanted to experience it for myself. I did try this on at the AD prior to purchasing this, and this newest generation Speedmaster really got me into the Omega Speedmaster Professional, and I'm extremely happy to have this in my collection right now. Really quick, we'll go over some dimensions here. So like I stated, this is a 42mm case diameter, 47.5 lug to lug, so it'll fit a huge variety of wrist sizes. Thickness is not thick whatsoever, and as you can see, because this is the Hesalite, you have the awesome dome crystal there, which looks great. You have the vintage styling there, and I really wanted the Hesalite because of the history, and because if it does get a scratch on it or scuff, all you need is some poly watch, which I do have, and it'll look brand new again. I love the heritage, the history of the Speedmaster, and going with the Sapphire Sandwich would have been a great option, but I got this for such a good deal. I love the idea of having the more classic Hesalite version of this watch. So thickness is 13.2, but like a lot of that is that dome crystal there, so it's not thick whatsoever. You have a 20mm lug width here, so you can put a huge variety of straps on here. And like I said, I switched between this sailcloth right here, which looks great and feels awesome. And I also put on this NATO here, which surprisingly looks great on this watch. Water resistance for this watch is 50 meters, so not a big deal. It is not a screw down crown. And because this is a Speedmaster Professional, it is not an automatic watch, it is hand winding. It has the 3861 movement. It's a manual wind watch, so you will have to wind this up every so often to keep it going. And it's also a coaxial master chronometer watch, so it's extremely accurate. It's METAS certified. You also get a nice 50 hours of power reserve with this watch, and you get a nice magnetic resistance up to 15,000 Gauss. And like I said, this is METAS certified, so it's 0 to plus 5 seconds per day. And so far I've been tracking this, I've been getting about plus 1 second a day for the last 3 days, which is extremely good. Take a closer look at this watch here. Love the Omega Speedmaster, how proportional it is. Sub dials look really great. And look how smooth that chronograph hand is there going around the dial. Really stunning. Everything is really thought through with this watch. And with this newest version of this watch, the proportions are phenomenal. As you can see, the lugs turned down, looks great on wrist. And right now I'll show you guys how it looks on my 7¼ inch wrist. Actually, my wrist recently did shrink. I lost a good amount of weight the last couple months, and I noticed that a lot of my watches were a little bit loose. I did do a measurement of my wrist. My 7¼ inch wrist went down to 7 inches, which is honestly wild because I've always been at 7¼ inches. I'll put this on right now, show you guys how it looks. Look how great that looks. 47.5 lug to lug. Fits perfect on my 7-inch wrist. So weird saying that now. Take a step back, you can see how it looks like. And this watch could honestly be used for any occasion. Because it has that black dial on there, and because it's not thick, this could be easily used for dress occasions, more casual occasions. I know a lot of people who wore these to weddings, no problem. You can easily wear this with a t-shirt as I'm doing right now, and it looks great. This is one of the most versatile watches you can have in your collection, and that's a big reason why it's so popular, especially for watch enthusiasts, for watch collectors. This is one of those watches you can put in anyone's collection and it'll fit perfectly. So as you guys saw, it fits perfect on my 7-inch wrist here. I love this on this Uncle Seiko bracelet, which does mimic the OEM bracelet from Omega. Obviously the quality is not the same, but it is extremely comfortable and it does look great. And since I have it on wrist, I love the tactileness of the chronograph here. Look how this sounds. And look how smooth the chronograph hand is there. Just listen to this, super tactile. Stop, reset. Absolutely perfect. Oh, and I didn't show you guys the case back. Nothing too special. If you get the sapphire sandwich, you do get the exhibition case back to see the chronograph movement. This one here, you do get the hippocampus in the middle. And around the case back there, it says a lot of stuff. It says flight qualified by NASA, all manned space missions. And on this side, it says the first watch worn on the moon, Moonwatch. And that is a lot of text on the case back there. Let me show you guys that. A lot of text, but honestly, it's one of those watches that's allowed to have it because it is the Moonwatch. And I'm happy I went with the Hesalite. A lot of people go with the sapphire sandwich because with sapphire you do get the anti-scratch resistance, you do get the nice display case back, but for me, I wanted the Hesalite for a couple of reasons. Alright, put this back on for a sec, and we'll go over the reasons why I chose the Hesalite over the sapphire sandwich. The reason I went with the Hesalite version is because they have that warm tone of the dial. It's hard to tell without the other version here. With the sapphire sandwich on the crystal, you have a ring around the crystal here that you don't have on here. On this, you have a really clear dial that you get that warm tone you get on the dial with that kind of crystal. It's extremely clear and it gives you that warm vintage look that you don't get with the sapphire sandwich. When I was at the authorized dealer, I tried both on back to back. The Hesalite one physically looked better, even in the downlighting with the great lighting at the AD. The Hesalite version looked like a more classic vintage style watch compared to the sapphire sandwich. Don't get me wrong, the sapphire sandwich looked great. I love seeing the insides of a chronograph, especially of this caliber. Having this awesome domed Hesalite crystal, and especially because it has all that history, I had to go with the Hesalite. Also, a couple things here. The Hesalite version is lighter than the sapphire version, and you get all that stuff on the case back. Flight qualified by NASA, first watch on the moon, and so on. I love all that stuff. It is gimmicky a little bit. It's a big reason why I bought this watch. Don't get me wrong, I love how it looks. It does look great on my wrist, but I love the whole presentation. And if I'm gonna do the whole presentation, go with the whole Moonwatch thing, I might as well go with the one that represents the actual Moonwatch best. And honestly, I'm in love with this so far. I know a lot of collectors say this, but everyone does need an Omega Speedmaster in their collection. I slept on this for a while because I wasn't a fan of the previous generation. I didn't give the modern generation a chance because I thought it was going to be more of the same. But with the newer generation, like I said, it is thinner, more refined. You get a better bracelet, it's better quality all around, and it's just a beautiful watch. It's one of those watches that has the heritage, has the history. It's a beautiful watch to look at, and this unboxing experience is like no other. Omega knows what they're doing. I honestly couldn't be any happier with my new Omega Speedmaster Professional Hesalite. So on the video right here, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Leave a comment down below what your thoughts are on the Omega Speedmaster Professional, either the Hesalite or the Sapphire Sandwich. Which one do you prefer? For me, the Hesalite though, the way it looks compared to the Sapphire Sandwich, you get that warm tone to it, and I love the dome you get to this. If you haven't noticed, I am a sucker to vintage styling, and that's a big reason why I love the Hesalite version of this watch. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and remember to stay humble.